Chapter 4, Grader Project 1, Pet Supplies. So the first task on step 2 of this project asks to freeze the pane so that column labels do not scroll off the screen. So what do we mean? As I start scrolling up here, you'll see that the labels, which are on row 2 here, are off the screen. We want it so that this row stays constant. Even if I start scrolling up, I can still see row 1. So there are several ways to freeze the panes. We want to freeze just this first row here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and leave my mouse, go ahead and click on cell A2, and I'm going to go to the View tab. And under the View tab, you'll see the Freeze Panes option. You have 3 options to freeze panes. So wherever you clicked, so let's say I selected B2, everything above B2, so everything in row 1, and everything to the left of B, which would be column A, would get frozen. I'm only interested in freezing the top row here, so I could just select freeze the top row. But if you wanted to freeze rows and columns at the same time, you would click in a cell that would be below and to the right of the columns and rows that you want frozen. But here I'm just going to select freeze top row, and the same would work for freeze the first column. So we're freezing this top row, and you'll notice there's a dark gray line that comes across here which indicates that that row is frozen. So now if I was to start scrolling, you'll see that row 1 stays constant. So that's how you freeze the panes, or you freeze the top row so that the column labels do not scroll off. Step 2, we want to convert the data on this spreadsheet to a table, and then we're going to name that table. So the first thing I would do is select the data. So I'm going to go from A1 through G, because we will need G, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to G79. One way is to go up to the Insert tab and click Table. And you'll know that it says Create the Table. Does my table have headers? Yes, we have headers. A1 through G79, that is the correct table. I could click OK. Once I've done that, I have my table tools that comes up, which I have on my Design tab. All the way to the left, the option to rename this table. We're going to change that name of this table from Table 1, and you'll want to make sure there's no spaces, otherwise you'll get a syntax error. Inventory 2018. And then just enter, so you'll see that the table has now been named Inventory 2018. Step 4, apply table style medium 3 to the table. Here are my table styles. I'm in medium 3, table style medium 3, which is this orange one. Again, you get your screen tips, which tells you what it is. Step 4, sort the table by warehouse, then by unit price, and then by department. So we want to sort this table. So there are a lot of different ways you can sort the table. So first of all, let's get acclimated with what these drop-down arrows are. For each of the different columns, you have a drop-down arrow, which allows you to sort from smallest to largest. So from 1 to 100, A to Z, largest to smallest, from Z to A, or 100 to 1, or whatever the largest number is. You can sort by color, so you may have different colors on there you could sort. But we want to sort them by groups. So if I was to just go this way and follow along with what it says on step 5, sort the table warehouse from A to Z, and then by unit price, it's not going to sort the way that the system wants. What they want you to do is they want to have all your Denver up here, and then within Denver they want these to be sorted. So they don't want unit price to disappear from the sort. They want that to be sorted, and then you sort this, and then you'll sort department. So what we're going to do is create something called a custom sort. So a custom sort, you have to go up to your to the ribbon. So you're going to have to go up to your Home tab actually, and on your Home tab you go all the way to the right in the editing group, and you're going to go to the sort and filter tab, and here you'll locate custom sort. Now this is one way to get to it. Another option would be to right click here, go to sort, and select custom sort. They both take you to the same place. And you're going to sort by specific level. So first we're going to sort by warehouse. And we're going to sort our warehouse by its values. Values mean letters or numbers. We're not sorting by color, font color, or an icon in there. So values, and we're doing A to Z. Then we're going to add a level. So after they sort by warehouse, then we're going to sort within the warehouse sort. So within each city, we want it to then be sorted by smallest to largest for unit price. And then we'll select unit price and smallest to largest. If that's not selected, you'll want to select that. Then we'll add a third level, and then we want to sort by department. Create a custom sort for the department. So we don't want to just do an A to Z, we want a custom sort, or Z to A. We're going to select custom list. Here we're going to now type our custom list as it's written in step 5. First is food and health, and make sure you are very mindful of how you type it. Be aware of the spacing, because it has to match what is in the column. So if you don't put the spacing correctly with the symbols and the words, and you don't spell it correctly, the system won't know how to correctly sort this for you. Health, comma, then we'll do collars, comma, collars and leashes. See, we all make mistakes, comma, toys, comma, and I'm doing a space after each comma, clothes, training, and then grooming. Once you've done that, you can click add, and you'll see that the custom sort has been added. So I'm going to select that one, make sure that it's exactly the way I want it. Food and health, collars and leashes, toys, clothes, grooming, okay. And then we're going to go ahead and click OK. So then you'll notice that, see, my Denver is sorted, and then within my Denver, my unit price is from small to big. And then after that, my department has been sorted in the order that I've asked it to sort. So if I have, like, let's say under here, my 24. So I had food and health, and then within each monetary area, it'll go food and health all the way to grooming, however many are in that specific group. All right, step 6. Step 6, remove duplicates from the table. How do you remove duplicates from the table? So you're going to go ahead and click on the Design tab. You can click Remove Duplicates. And we want to remove, Excel should find and remove one duplicate record. What are duplicates? When there's the same record twice. It's probably the same inventory, it could be the same supplier ID, something like that. Going to click OK. We're going to look through everything. There should be one duplicate record. Yes, okay. So I'm going to stop here. This is steps 1 through 6, which covers freezing panes, converting data to tables, sorting through a custom sort, and removing duplicate records. I will come back with step 7 and on in a new video.